lot of water has flowed under the bridges of Venice since I met Leonora there. Yet that glorious image will remain with me forever. My Venetian vacation had no love in it, and I felt I deserved a little. The atmosphere of Carnival makes you erotic. What I needed was an adventure. Exciting and profound. It was as if I'd gone back in history and found myself suddenly in a pagan Venice. A city of wild debauch, of sin, seductively corrupt and fascinating.
You must come, Gerard. You'll enjoy it. The most beautiful girls in Venice will be there.
The most beautiful girls in Venice are here.
Oh, really?
You go ahead.
Good luck.
Excuse me, my lady.
My name is Leonora. May I know what yours is?
My name is Giacomo Casanova. Tonight I have the honor to attend a joyous function, and I would enjoy the pleasure of your company.
Have you been drinking a lot, monsieur, that you assume a lady so idly met will readily agree to such a proposition? I suppose it's sexual. Where does love come into it?
Give it time, Leonora, and love could well flower, you'll see.
No doubt. Only you cannot talk of love until you've courted me. Monsieur Casanova.
I was afraid I'd lost you. Leonora.
Come now, my name's not Leonora. It's Ursula.
Ursula. My, how you've grown up.
It's 10 years. I never knew if it was you or my mother who didn't want me to visit here. This is Edmund.
Edmund? You've become a man.
Well, boys grow up as well as girls, you know. The funeral starts at 10 o'clock, I believe.
Ursula. Hello, Fiorella.
My dear.
Remember Edmund?
He was a child last time I saw him. Aren't you going to give me a kiss?
I find that too much contact is bad taste. No one does it now.
I think we'd better go in.
Gerard.
All my girls mourn her, too. It won't be the same world.
It's lovely here. Much nicer than being in town, don't you think?
I suppose you could get used to the country. Manure and peasants sweating in the fields.
You didn't always feel that way? You used to enjoy running about in the open, playing with the animals.
I don't think your memory's too clear, Signore. I've never liked anything about the country.
Call me Uncle Gerard.
Edmund's not keen on intimate forms of address. He might call you sir. That's the most you can hope for.
I address people with the manners befitting my class.
How was your life in college?
Revolting.
Ursula, what a way of expressing yourself.
All right, it's stupendous, Uncle Gerard. A marvelous experience.
Well, you'll have no more to worry about now. Fiorella and I will be your new family.
You're wrong, Signor Gerard. We have no need of a new family. We'll make do with what's left of our own. According to the lawyers, we have to respect the clause in the will stating that you're responsible for our welfare until we are of age. That's what Mother wanted. But no one can force us to consider you more than guardians. You are not our parents.
Edmund.
He was never married to our mother. They were lovers, no more than that.
I won't allow you to talk about Mother that way.
Oh, Ursula, do you really think I'm such an innocent fool? I knew Mother was nothing but a whore! A whore! A whore! A beastly whore! A beastly...
Edmund! Is he all right?
Edmund, control yourself. Come to me.
Why ever is Ursula taking so long?
She wants to give you a surprise. She's dressing. Shouldn't be much longer now. You can come in now, Ursula. We're ready.
My God, she could be a twin to Eleonora.
May I have this dance? Oh, my mysterious and beautiful lady.
It's amazing.
Excuse me, Edmund. Can't we be partners? Oh, Gerard, my love, you're the only one who can give me such complete pleasure. The only one.
I won't listen to any more. Take off that dress at once. You had no right to put it on.
How dare you speak to her that way?
Out of my way, Lydia.
Gerard!
Sorry, Ursula. Forgive me, Edmund. I apologize to you all. Leonora and I were united in one entity. Everything I needed, she gave me, as if her body belonged to me and knew my feelings. She would do anything to satisfy me, and at the same time herself, without shame or inhibitions. She didn't hesitate, as I have recorded here in this secret diary, spoken instead of written. All the intimate things, the deviations and acts against nature which Leonora and I perpetrated together, that gave us youth, energy, life itself.
You know, I always wanted to know why you and Mother never married after the death of my father.
I suppose it didn't seem necessary.
Living in sin is cowardly. I don't think a relationship can be considered at all unless it officially exists. Do you?
Well, your mother and I had no wish to be official. We didn't want to be normal.
How odd. Our upbringing was rigid. Dad was strict with us. He wanted us to be morally sound, give us a good set of values, which included respect for him, our Father, who art in heaven now, alas. Our mother chose the man most suitable as father of her children.
You forget that Mother quite obviously lived a double life. She knew about love and was not ashamed of it, Gerard. It takes courage to have the best of both worlds. There's a film in town I'd love to see. Will you take me, Uncle Gerard?
Ursula, Mother was buried barely 2 days ago. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Life goes on. It's a fact of nature. Mother would understand, I know. I'm exactly like her.
All right, it might do us good to see a film. Get ready. We had dinner in town.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Gerard.
Any normal family would have remained home out of respect for their bereavement.
But watch out.
Oh, wonderful.
Great shot.
How about playing with me, young lady?
Oh, I couldn't play with you.
Why not?
What would Mother say?
But ping-pong never hurt a reputation.
Oh, yes, it can. When there's all that talk of getting the upper hand and flattening your partner and beating him and things.
You make it sound far more interesting than it is, my dear.
Ursula, what are you doing in here?
I got something on my hands. I can't imagine what.
That doesn't mean you have to go to the men's room, does it?
But, Uncle, I'm in the ladies. What's wrong? Shall we go home?
Yes, I think we should. What's the matter, Ursula? Aren't you well?
I don't know. I can't seem to catch my breath. I need some fresh air.
In that case, I'd better stop the car. Are you all right, my dear?
A bit faint, that's all.
Take a deep breath. What can I do?
Please don't worry.
I took Leonora riding one time in the country. I had noticed how she and the groom, Boris, used to look at each other whenever we went to the stables. So I knew at the back of my mind that there was a sexual attraction between them, which upset me. Yet I found it exciting to contemplate. It was a strange sensation. Her desire to prostitute herself stimulated me violently.
I'm going for a gallop.
You ought to be careful, Ursula. It can be rough country. Come on, let's catch up with her.
Good morning. if it's true what they say about you, Boris.
What's that?
Some say your masculine parts are as big as those of a horse.
Well, I won't deny the rumor.
I don't think it's true.
There's only one way to find out.
Go on then, show me. Go on, undress.
Is that an order, young lady?
Dirty little whore.
I don't believe a word of it.
I swear to you, it's the gospel truth. Mussolini put all 6 girls in line. And 9 months later, all 6 girls gave birth to bouncing baby boys, each the image of the Duce.
Wonderful.
Oh, he's a real stallion. And they say he fertilized all 6 with a single ejaculation, 1 squirt each.
Now that's beyond the bounds of the imagination. Really, it is.
Well, if you don't believe that, what about the time he made a woman pregnant penetrating her from the rear? Oh, the Duce is capable of anything. He can even perform the impossible.
Purple lipstick, it is just
What is it, Rosa? You look like you've seen a ghost.
It could be, yes. If I'm not imagining what's in front of me.
She's gone very serious.
Rosa,
Mm-hmm. And you are, of course, Leonora's daughter.
I believe you and my mother had an intimate acquaintance.
Yes, we were close
I'm
friends.
pleased to meet you.
Me too, dear. Your similarity to your mother is striking. It took my breath away when I saw you standing there. I could hardly believe my eyes. You see, your mother wasn't like the other girls. She didn't do it just for money.
I know. I don't need money either.
Leonora had an extraordinary character. Bed to her was sacred, not boring. A place to be a real woman in. The act of giving her body had an almost religious significance. The actual making of love was truly important to her.
Hogwash. Are we going to romanticize Mother's lust all morning?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you might be interested.
Don't you think my legs are better than hers were? And these breasts, they're much firmer and higher. Here, feel for yourself.
Yes, they're more youthful.
I should think so. I'm a virgin.
That's unusual for this day and age, my dear. The boy you marry will be lucky.
Yes, I wanted to make a present of my virginity to the man I'm in love with. Only he doesn't want it, so I decided to avenge myself.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's why I came here to you. To this bordello, where my mother gave everything she had playing the whore.
Good Lord, you're the same as her. She had guts, and it looks to me like you do too. All right. Sure, I'll agree to take you on, dear. But promise me. You'll always follow my advice. Will you?
Yes, I'll do what you want, Rosa.
Then we're going to be good friends, you and I. There you are.
Bend down.
I'll kneel at your feet, Fiorella.
I'll brush it for you. You look like a wet kitten.
I phoned the school just now. They expect you in 3 days. The way you've been behaving recently has forced me to take this decision. Ursula, I'm talking seriously to you.
Mind giving me a push, Uncle Gerard?
I might change my attitude if only you
Come
were a little...
on, Uncle. Give me a push. What are you waiting for?
Very well.
You can push harder than that.
Hold tight, Ursula.
Oh! I think that somebody better call the police.
Oh, I'd rather wait. It's better to wait.
Maybe. I'm going up to bed, though I don't expect to sleep much.
Try to relax at least, Fiorella. I'll wait up a little longer.
Well, good night. Thanks for everything. I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, then.
Night.
Ursula.
What is it, Uncle Gerard?
Do you know what time it is? 4 in the morning.
My, how time flies.
I do believe you're drunk.
Oh, if you only knew what happened to me tonight, Uncle.
Come in. Tell me all about it. Go on, then.
Promise me first, Uncle, that when I've told you everything, you'll continue to love me as much as before tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You promise? You won't despise me, will you? Don't treat me like something dirty, contaminated.
Don't you trust me?
Oh, yes, Uncle Gerard, I do. I got waylaid. 4 young men in a car. They were nice. I wasn't scared of them because they were so young and nice. They were about the same age as I am. They said, "Would you like us to take you for a ride?"
And you fell for that line?
It sounded all right. They were young.
But boys.
Well, yes. I sat between the two in the back. They kept talking and laughing and told me how pretty I was. They behaved very well at first. Made me laugh a lot, you know. I thought they were friendly, amusing, charming, and different. Then one of them reached out to touch my chest, my stomach, and down to my sex. I tried to push him away. Then his hand came back. Then he put it back where it was. And when he stopped, the other started. That's when I began to be afraid, knowing all at once what was happening, and everything was confused, like a nightmare. That's when they drove the car up the hill and stopped it. And what I took at the beginning to be so innocent suddenly became a monstrous thing. Their faces became masks of evil as they tore off all I had on.
Did you do nothing? Didn't you put up a fight to try to... Escape, at least?
Oh, but if you knew. I was paralyzed, hypnotized. Each one of the dirty swines started jerking off. It was awful.
Stop it. I've heard enough, Ursula.
Don't you want to hear about what they did next? They held me down because I was struggling. I kept crying out. Then one of them took me violently from the rear. Another tried to penetrate me in front and shouted at me. Go on, slut. Fuck if you can. Yes, I was unable to cry out then, even though I wanted to desperately. Because one of them had filled my mouth with sperm. And then my strength came back. I cried out good and loud, but it was futile. No one heard anything, but I wanted to shout, because they were excited, and continued even harder. No more, please, I cried. But what I wanted to say was, all right, you satisfied yourselves. Now it's my turn, and I want to feel a little satisfaction.
Gerard! Gerard! Gerard, something terrible has happened. Edmund and Ursula have disappeared. They've taken their things and left us.
Damn.
Leonora is dead. Now in her stead there's me, Ursula, and I'm alive. Alive! Do you understand, Gerard? I'm determined to live my life to the full. I'm hungry for love and affection, and I desire you, Gerard, with all my heart. But all you've given me is desperation. You refused me. You treated me like a poor superficial girl with no sense and no morals, always looking for cheap thrills. I wanted to give you my virginity, the most precious thing I have. Yet you refused it, Gerard. There's a woman who stands between us, a silent presence, a woman who lies cold and still in her grave. You are obsessed with the memory of my mother. But I have no more time to waste in waiting. I leave you alone with your grief. But I hate your memories, and that is why I have destroyed them. Before I go, however, I want to leave you something to remember me by. So listen to my voice now, as I tell you that I am masturbating, Gerard, thinking of you. I am masturbating as I imagine your pulsating penis as it penetrates me and possesses me, making me yours. As my fingers explore my body, I imagine what it would have been like. How wonderful it would have been to receive your quivering member, rigid with desire for me. First that gentle pain, and then the intense pleasure deep inside me, to have you inside me. Oh, the joy to feel your hands as they fondle my body, your lips on my nipples, and your warm liquid flowing into me, engulfing me so that I drown in pleasure.
You're the one to blame for this, Gerard. You and your healthy obsession with a person who dead and buried. Now they've gone, and I've lost Edmund forever. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Nothing but a whore. You women are all alike. Whores, all of you.
Let me go.
Nothing but lousy whores.
Age?
The boy is 18, the girl a year younger.
What's their relationship to you?
You could call them stepchildren.
Is that just an idle description, or do you have some document to that effect?
I have a document to say I'm their guardian until they come of age.
Could I see the document?
Certainly.
Well, that's all right.
What do you want me to write?
Just a simple declaration. Signor Gerard Antonini de la Ville, a citizen of France, resident in Italy, holds the documentation necessary for legal guardianship of Edmond and Ursula Bretonne, holders of dual nationality passports. Yeah,
We finished?
I only require to know where you're staying if we need to contact you.
We are both guests at a friend's house. Here's the address.
Ah, Hanani Kimoto. Another foreigner.
You know her?
I know everyone in Venice. Even your father, the well-known anti-fascist.
My father died some years ago.
Oh, so he did. A very unfortunate accident.
May we take our leave now?
Of course. Just one last thing.
Yes?
Your young ward, Ursula, may I ask you, is she still a virgin?
I fail to see what relevance that information has.
Well, if the case should prove to be that of a rape, it certainly would.
Yes, she's still a virgin. Good day to you.
Good day to you.
I wonder how long she'll remain one.
What?
A virgin.
Oh, stop talking rubbish and finish typing that report.
Yes, sir.
I must confess I don't trust that inspector of police. He's a fool. He doesn't like me. I can tell, because my father was against the fascists.
No need for despair, my friends. Venice is not so great a city. And we have many friends always ready to help us. I wouldn't be surprised if we found them, without bringing in the police. But the most important thing to do now, in order to reach your loved ones, is to attain serenity within yourselves. I'll assist you to eliminate the tension that engulfs you. It is only to a spirit that has been cleansed of animosity that you can reach life's goal, to be loved. I found them.
Where?
At Casa Rosa.
That's a whorehouse.
You're staying in a whorehouse?
And so it goes on.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I still have nothing to tell you.
I know where they can be found. They're at Casa Rosa.
Oh, but isn't that a bordello?
It is. And they're both underage, so either you remove them for me or I'll be...
Well, you'll be what, Signor Antonini?
You mean you knew about this?
Yes, I admit I did know. It's been common knowledge in Venice for a couple of days. Your young ward, Ursula, was sold in an auction. She was bought by a very high-ranking official, Commandante Ferri of the Venice militia.
But it's quite ridiculous. I don't believe it.
But it happens to be absolutely true, and there's nothing you can do about it. Even I am helpless to intervene, or there'd be a terrible scandal involving everyone. Me, you, and of course Ferretti. Take my advice, Signor Antonini. Take the girl out yourself, but tomorrow, when the whole thing is over.
Are you completely crazy? I'll have you arrested.
You. Have you forgotten who your father was? No, you simply have to be patient. Tomorrow I'll have her brought round to where you're staying. Don't worry, Signor Antonini. It's not the end of the world.
Will that be enough?
It should be, yes. You better go collect your daughter, Papa. She's waiting for you. Gerard, I hope this doesn't mean you're never going to see me again. You'll come over again soon, won't you? It would be a pity if we lost touch altogether. We've been so close, I'd like it to go on.
No, Rosa. It's not going to go on. Things are different now.
I'm going on ahead. You follow. Monsieur Casanova.